With the summer coming up, you may be sitting in your home asking yourself, will my air conditioning unit get through the season? So I wanted to record this video to give you an idea of life expectancy of the equipment, what you could do to prevent a breakdown, and also cost of replacement. One, what is the life expectancy of a central air conditioning system? The answer is 12 to 15 years. We've seen systems last far beyond that, but for the most part, 12 to 15 years is when the amount of time you could expect to have that system for. Some things you can do to keep that unit healthy and really prolong the life and get the value out of the system that you either bought the house with or that you paid to have installed is making sure you're changing the filters. If you have thin 1-inch filters, you want to be replacing those every 1 to 2 months. If you have an upgraded filter like a 5-inch filter, you could get away every 3 to 6 months for those larger units because they have a wider surface area. Getting a maintenance done or a checkup done. Why is that so important? Having a professional come in, take a look at the system, comb through the system, make sure everything's in working order, make sure there's nothing that's causing the system to run harder than it needs to be. These are very important things. The blower wheel in your system, for example, dust does bypass that filter. The filter doesn't always catch all the dust in there. So part of our maintenance and visual inspection on the checkup is taking a look at that blower wheel. Now, if you have dust that's accumulated in there or biological growth, those are things that you may want to address because one, it's stuff that's blowing through your air, and two, it's stuff that's causing that wheel to work a little harder. Now, if components working harder in the system is kind of like a chain effect, putting stress on a bunch of other components in the system too. So when we're there for maintenance, we check the electrical components. If they're not operating to the manufacturer's specifications, we can bring that up and we can give you options to repair that before it leads to failure down the road. A couple other things that you can do: if you have growth, vegetation around them, make sure you're trimming it back. That outdoor unit really wants space to breathe. So sometimes we get there and there's grass growing into the coil. That's really not good. You don't want to be doing that. If you have to replace the air conditioning system, what can you expect for a cost? So if we're just talking about the outdoor unit itself with the indoor coil that corresponds with it, you could expect $8,000 to $12,000. And what drives that cost? A few things. One, it's going to be the size of the unit. What's the tonnage of that system? Two, how efficient of a system do you want to have installed? A 2-ton system is going to cost a lot less than a 5-ton system, which is a larger unit. High efficiency system is going to cost a lot more than a lower or standard efficiency system. So these are a couple factors that go into play here. Now, if you have an air handler on top of that, again, you could expect that to be $12,000 to $16,000 range, give or take, okay? Don't hold me to it, but around that, all right? So hopefully this video helps. Again, recording these videos to give you an idea of what you have going on in your home and hopefully relieve yourself of some of that anxiety you might be experiencing with what's this gonna cost to replace, what's included in a maintenance or even a repair. So it's important to know if you have us come out for a maintenance and we find these things, we don't just do them and bill you. We show them to you. We give you a report that shows you what's going on with your system. We'll give you recommendations and all those things, but we never do anything without getting your approval first. Again, communication is one of our core values here at Akean, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully it's helped.